A. Renee from Journal Jot and Jive. If this is your first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so every time I post, you are in the know. Alright guys, today is Friday. It is February 15th, payday for a lot of people, yay! And it is also our weekly recap, things that we do in our journal. So today is a journal with me video. And in this video, we are going to create our spread where at the end of the week, we write what worked, what didn't work, and what could be that ain't the word I'm looking for, y'all. What could be adjusted. That's the word, adjusted. So on these pages, I pretty much put a couple of stickers down. We're going to attempt a little bit of stamping. Stamping ain't my thing, y'all, but it will be at some point. But in order to get better at something, you have to keep trying it. So we will do this in my personal journal, which is a Scribbles That Matter journal. And we're going to use some stickers from the two journal books from Happy Planner. It is the Journaling Doodles and Journaling. And of course, we have our highlighters so we can have the colors of traffic light, red, yellow, and green. And then that will be a base of our page. Okay, so I guess I'm going to let this be a talk through video as well. I think these last 3 days, I'm kind of giving y'all what y'all kind of like a little bit. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so this is a dot grid journal. And I like it because the dots are really faint. So you can kind of use these lines as a guide to draw stuff, draw lines, anything that you want to do. Or you can almost allow it to be a blank slate. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and go in with my highlighter and create some kind of border. And again, a lot of the things that I do, I have no clue that I'm going to do them at the moment. I just start. Now, with this journal, the pages are numbered. I really like that. It has an index in the front if you want to keep up with certain pages that you journaled on. And then what I also do is I separate my journals by month. So what I mean by that is I kind of do a hello January page, hello February page. And the reason I do that is because there are days that might be a not so good day and I want to write that journal entry, but I don't necessarily want to put the date down because I don't want to make that date an anniversary. So I know that whatever happened in February, but when I go back and look months down the line, I don't have to remember the exact date. And so again, all I'm doing is just adding a little decor to the pages. These three colors, and this is really not the yellow that I use. There's like a mustard yellow that I normally use, but I couldn't find that. So this is what y'all got. So the red means it's not working. The yellow means, okay, it's kind of working a little bit, or it needs adjusting, or just reevaluating to see, okay, do I need to take this out of my regimen, or whatever the case may be. And then the green, of course, means go, it's working, it's good, let's keep this up. So that's what you'll use those colors for. Now, I did get these two books gifted to me from Miss Kim. And I really love them, y'all. If you notice, like, pages are clearing off. So they work really well for me. It doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. However, I like them. I like them a whole lot. So what we'll do is find whatever boxes are going to work. Again, you don't need a box if you want to draw stuff by hand. That's perfectly fine. I just want to see if there's anything in these books. And there are. It's going to be something out of that particular book. But I want to see what's in here first. And we will go from there. Now, what I will tell you is I felt every single emotion known to man this week. I can't even make it up. Yeah. Happy, sad, frustrated, excited, grateful, ungrateful. Anything you name, I probably felt it for real. And so I want to make sure that that's present in my spread when I go in and I do my writing. Now, I am going to put probably some flowers down, but I'm not going to color those on screen per se. I'll leave that for when I do my entry. So this page that we're doing right now is a setup, right? It's a setup page. So today is Friday. Now, you could do your recap on Friday if you want to. if you're keeping your recaps strictly work related, but I don't believe in the recaps being only work related. I think it should encompass all components of your life. And what I mean by that is it should talk about your home life, self-care, work, anything like that. So it should be all areas. A lot of times when you get stuck on work, that becomes you, and you are more than your job, okay? So keep that into consideration when you're doing your weekly recap pages. What they serve as is really like a measuring tool. So each week you'll be able to flip back and see, am I staying in the same situation, or am I allowing myself to grow? Y'all, I like to point out stuff because I zoom in and I look at people's stuff and I be like, why they have that? Well, I was practicing stamping and I ain't put nothing down. So speaking of which, let's go ahead and try the stamping. So that's what that spot is, and I don't like it. So what we're gonna do, y'all, I am this extra all in a video. We're gonna put that and act like it's just gonna help just a little bit, maybe. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yep, I'm so extra, even though it's still something right there. Anyway, look, I took up that much time to let y'all know. So we're gonna try this stamping thing. And what I've learned so far about my stamping skills is one or two things. I either put too much ink or I don't put enough. So we're going to hope for the best. Let's put this up at the top only because my hand is going to be sweeping across. So this stamp says "Find beauty in all things." Now, Pine and Ginger, who is on YouTube as well, told me to add a little pressure. And she didn't tell me to hold on to this stamp this long. But yeah, stamping like, oh, it worked today. Yes. All right. Okay. So yeah, it worked today. But stamping actually gives me a little bit of flutters. Like my heart be like pounding like, girl, don't mess up. Crazy, right? It's a stamp. Anywho, so we got Find Beauty in All Things. That is really needed for me for this week. We have this right here. I'll go in and write the date, like week of, and then we'll go from whatever this week was on here. And then we'll go and we'll do each color. So we're going to start like a traffic light. Think of when you're in the car and the light turns red. What does that mean? It means stop. Just go on and stop, girl. Then when you get to yellow, it means slow down or caution. So, okay, you know, this week I didn't really pay attention to myself for self-care. I could have done a little bit better. And then green means, oh, I was jamming. This worked. I adjusted some things from last week or the week before, and I finally got this thing figured out. So that's how these colors come in, and that's what you're going to want to do with that. So you don't necessarily have to do highlighters and all of that and color pencils and pens. This just makes me want to flip back and look at my book. So again, red means stop it, let it go, girl. If you're holding on to a relationship, or if you're holding on to envy and all of those things in your life, girl, let it go. Just let it go. Those are things you just want to cut out. Like, stop holding on. Then yellow, if there is something that you're trying to figure out, like, okay, let me see if this works. So I'm trying a new schedule, or I'm trying a new planning system in my planner. If you at some point realize, nah, I don't think this is really beneficial for me. I don't know why my camera's trying to adjust like that. If you don't know that if you're feeling like it's not beneficial, you might want to try it one more week to make sure that you're not overreacting. And then after that, once you realize it's not working, as I like to tell people and that I'm close to, I'll be like, girl, L-I-G, let it go. So that's what that red is going to be for. Let it go. All right, so we have that. I don't really think I'm going to add too much more on this page because I have quite a bit that I need to write this week. So what I'll do is outline a little bit of this, get a couple of words or phrases on here that I use to prompt me to write. And then that will be it for this video. So your setup, guys, is not that long. You just want to create this page that you will go back and complete. Some people will complete it on the day that they're going to write. And then for me, I will either write it on this day or I'll create it on the day that I plan to complete it. So I believe that I'll do this page on Sunday because I still have some other things that I need to complete this week that will be journal worthy. So I'm not going to go ahead and put my weekly recap because my week is not complete in regards to things on my plate. So all I'm doing is going around and tracing. And again, you don't have to do all of that. But we know A. Renee tends to be a tad bit extra. And, oh, look at me making a mess. And that just has to happen. So, what I'm looking for, and I'm not finding, is my gray highlighter. Because I thought that would have been real cute on the outside of that. But I'm not about to waste y'all time or mine, so that just pretty much means, yeah, no. We're not doing a great highlighter. All right, moving along. So we're going to put up here what worked this week. This week. Now, when you're writing what worked this week, you want to be honest. Like, okay, you got up on time. You didn't stress as much this week. You showed gratitude more. Any of those things that you're proud of and you want to bring light to. Okay, on yellow, we're going to put what needs adjusting. And then on red, we are going to put what needs to stop. I don't even like how that sounds, but that's what it's going to be in this journal, okay? That's what it's going to be on this good old here day. All right, so that's what we have right there. And then up here, you just go in and you put the week of whatever you want to put right there. And this was, okay, what is this? The 15th, 16th, 17th, right? So in my mind, y'all, I don't have no planner in front of me. And this is just real crazy. So this is what I'm going to do. So we are going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we know that today is the 15th, 14th. Oh, Lord, 13, 12, 16, 17. Okay, so we did the week of February 12th through this. Why am I double counting this like I didn't write that right? Hold on. Monday, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y'all, I really did just do this all on live. I counted it. Yep. Okay, so week of February 12th through the 17th. All right, so that's the week we're in. That's the week that we're going to recap. And so remember, I told you I'll probably go in and color these a little bit later. I don't have to color those right now. And then what I usually will do at the bottom, y'all, I'll kind of put a little box or something right there so that I can say these are some things that I want to work on next week. So let's put this right here. Oh, no, wait a minute. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. And then I'm probably going to layer this week because I want to. So yeah, that's why I'm going to do that. No, maybe not. Yeah, about that. Okay, let's see. Hold on, y'all. Looking for one more thing. And then we're going to hop on off here because this is almost a 15-minute video. See, this is why I don't like talking, y'all. This right here. Because it's just not what's happening. But I know y'all sometimes are like, girl, what does this mean? What are you doing? Oh, work with me, y'all, on these talk throughs. Work with me. Okay. So this is going to be next week's plans or goals, whatever we want to call it. And next week goals. Okay, I'm gonna put an S right there. All right, so that is where we will write many little things. Now listen, it can be like list making. It doesn't have to be long sentences or anything like that. It can be keywords, and then you can later write a journal entry about that for next week. So that is what we have, y'all, for next week. Let me get this in frame a little bit so you can see what we have going on. All right, so that is going to be my page for next week. And I will go in, not next week. This is going to be my page, my weekly recap for this week that we're currently in. And then this will be a couple of things that I want to list that I will do for next week. So go in and do your pages this week, y'all. I promise you, if you do them weekly, if you make a conscious effort to do them, you'll be able to go back and reflect, and you will see how you are growing. I just encourage that you try it. Even if you are new to using a journal, this will be actually a good way that you will at least have one journal entry per week. So if this is something that you enjoy, go ahead and put it in the comment section. If you learned something new, put it in the comment section, just so I know that you are gaining something from the content that I am bringing. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here, y'all, and get ready to get my day started. And you have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing weekend. Do something that will bring you joy. And until next time.